But we just got some really horrible news out of Texas. An Infowars reporter, Jamie White, was murdered outside of his home. Yeah. I mean, what is going on? So here we are right here. Infowars reporter and writer Jamie White was brutally murdered outside his Austin, Texas home last night near midnight. This is crazy stuff. We're going to listen to what Alex Jones has to say right here.
The Infowars family of viewers and listeners into the world with some really horrible news. There are a lot of really cool people that have worked at Infowars over the years, and one of the most amazing people was Jamie White. You know him as a great reporter and researcher. He was up here last night working late during the Sunday show and after it. And we even have his last post on X where he responded to Elon Musk. Jamie was murdered last night outside of his home, just a few miles away from our studios. And we are the folks here breaking that news first because his family has been notified, and his good personal friends here that were very close to Jamie have talked to his folks and family. We sent some people over this morning when he didn't answer the phone, because he's always here early, loves to work, loves to fight tyranny, loves to promote freedom. And when they got to the apartment complex, there was yellow tape everywhere and blood all over the parking lot. And we went and talked to the manager. They didn't know anything. It's like everybody else we see in the left. They just very laissez-faire. But our crew member saw a police officer and went and talked to them. And they made a phone call. And she had the details when she talked to him and knew Jamie. The police officer said, yes, he died at the hospital very soon after they got him there. The police responded within 2 minutes, and they had him at the hospital where he was pronounced dead within 18 minutes. Just want to say the police did a great job in the response time, despite, I'm going to talk about in a moment who I hold responsible for this, and who is responsible for this, and who are accomplices to Jamie and so many others' murder, and so many others that have been raped and mugged. Heard me on air talk about how the crime is very, very bad here in Austin. Any leftist city is, and just
yeah. Well, from what I'm not overly familiar with Austin, Texas. From what I understand and what I've been understanding for the last several years, that Austin, Texas, is essentially becoming the new Southern California in a lot of ways, and a lot of that Southern California clientele has moved to Austin, Texas. And it's become crime-ridden with drugs and not so great people. I'm not sure I've ever been to Austin. If I have, I've been through it, but I don't know. I mean, I've obviously been to Texas several times. I don't know if I've been to Austin, I've only passed through it. Like, does I-10, does one of the interstates run through Austin? That's the only way I would have gone through Austin, I think.
Exploded the last 4 years. But let me just tell you what happened to Jamie. What we know so far, his last post on X was 16 hours ago.
35? Okay, 35.
There's Jamie's X account. I've sworn upon the altar of God, eternal hostility against every form of tyranny over the mind of man. Original gangster, Thomas Jefferson. And, I mean, I'll just say it. Jamie was our best writer and reporter. They're all great, but they all said he was the best. I mean, there's others that are almost as good, but not as good as Jamie. And he wrote 6-7 articles yesterday, posted all this news, did all this great research, gave us information for the show, assisted us in what we were doing. And came this morning, the crew looked really upset, and they said Jamie didn't come in. And so we sent one of the crew down there. And didn't look good. And then they didn't even want to tell me yet that the cops had said, no, it was Jamie White. We were the first to learn. We waited until the afternoon until the family's been told. You saw a little clip from the newscast about this in the early morning hours, and it's just Austin Police Department officers responded to a high priority emergency call at approximately 11:57 p.m. Sunday night. The call was shoot, stab, hot shot, which refers to a high priority potential life-threatening call involving possibility of an active shooter or stabbings. Officers arrived about 2 minutes later and found a male victim, obvious signs of trauma, according to APD Public Information Officer Leah Ratliff. Officers attempted life-saving measures before the victim was transported to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead at approximately 12:19 a.m. Monday morning.
I mean, so we probably don't have a lot of specifics right now. I mean, I'm not going to like just jump to that this is all like part of some targeted thing or something like that. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to know, much about him. I know the name, but I don't know much about him. You don't know if somebody is tied up into something. I have no idea, but it's obviously awful and sad. And we're just going to have to wait to see what some of the information is, because, I mean, things are dangerous and the world is getting crazy right now. I guess we'll find out if this person, was obviously in the state of Texas. So this person had, every right to, be armed. So I'm not sure, but it's crazy. And the world is getting crazy right now. And that's just on the heels of all this other stuff that we're seeing right now, with all of these Teslas and Cybertrucks, like right here. Multiple Tesla vehicles were destroyed in Seattle in suspected arson. There have been multiple fire bombings and shooting of Tesla stores in the last month. And it's not just there. I mean, there's more. Right here, 44 wheels stolen from Teslas in League City parking lot. So the wheels were stolen from these Teslas. This is all meant to intimidate people from purchasing Teslas. Now, again, as I've said, I don't even fucking like Teslas. But you're making me want to get one now, just in spite of these clowns. I don't even want a damn Tesla. But yeah, so you've got that. And right here, is this... Yeah, this is the same one from Seattle right here. So this is the same thing right here.
The Tesla Cybertruck is on fire. All right. There's a fleet of Cybertrucks right now. Unbelievable. Seattle fire on the scene.
So you got to get off the
Breaking news. I'm sorry?
Get off the property.
All right, you've got dozens of firefighters now putting out flames on the Cybertruck. Absolutely insane. Look, you still see flames right underneath the Cybertruck.
So this is just the latest, and it's only going to get much more concerning out there as time goes on. So I hope everybody that's watching this show is taking the proper precautions, because it ain't getting no better. And I don't see it getting any better. I only see it getting crazier right now, and more intense. It feels like we're on the verge of something pretty bad, because you don't just destroy all of these horrible people's, corruption. You don't expose all of this corruption and just expect nothing to happen. Of course, something's going to happen. Of course, we're talking about the most powerful and corrupt people in the fucking world. Of course, they're going to pay. They're going to start trying to pay Elon and Trump back.